What is a code script and how does it apply specifically for software development, but also more importantly, with this new era with artificial intelligence and deploying agents? So therefore, by the end of this video, you're gonna have a full understanding of what code scripts are, how code scripts are used, and why we use code scripts type of video. Code scripts. Welcome back, y'all. This is part of a very long series here called Vibe Coding Fundamentals. We're gonna be looking at code scripts today. The sun's coming in a little strong, so I might be very much imploded right now, but who cares? All right, first things first, what is it? All a code script really is a very specific code file, just a code file that does a very specific action. So for example, if we were making a code script here, code, right? And let's say the specific action is that I have a video file, a .mp4 or whatever it is, .wave, or I guess that's an audio file. So .mp4 for video. And the specific task, all the script does is takes this video file, puts it through an open source library, free code you can download off the internet called FFmpeg, and then we extract a image from that video file. So in this context, this specific script entire purpose is to intake an MP4 file and output an image file, like one of the frames in the video. It's extremely simple. And what I'm trying to have you grasp here is fundamentally the use case of a script isn't we're super creative. Let's just draw a painting on the beach and like make it super colorful. No. That's not the point of a script. It's determined. It's specific. It's at scale. I put 1,000 video files in that specific code file. I expect images out. And this is where it becomes powerful, because take a step back and look at that, understand that, and think about that. That means now we can give our agent specific task that we could call a script. But in reality, when the script becomes very robust and used a lot, I like to call it a pipeline. Let's keep going back. So we got our simple script, image file, and then there's other ones like rename file, resize images, upload. Like this all seems really simple on the surface, but it gets better. Don't worry. What it does via this beautiful little diagram, it can automate stuff. So in theory, if for some reason you need to resize files at mass, you can create a script for that. In addition, it can like attach different tools. And what I mean by that is, for example, here, this logic is just using like a tool of FFmpeg, which gives you the ability to take a video file and get images out of it. In theory, another tool we could put here is a local LLM layer here, or just cloud or AI. Okay, let's just say AI layer here that gets vision context of the image, and then you can do actionable steps past the image extraction based off the vision context. And when I say vision context, it literally means like the AI looked at image, saw image was dog, and then told an AI model, hey, that's a dog. And then you can do other stuff after that. Point being is that a script can fundamentally tie together a bunch of actions into one flow, but be very deterministic. There's another use case here of like a cron job, e.g. you set up a code script that looks at the RSS feed. And when I say RSS feed, that just means like every time there's like a new article that comes out on MarketWatch. Oh my gosh, stocks, MarketWatch. If you look at MarketWatch's RSS feed, you could have, in theory, a code script that watches this RSS feed. And when a new article comes out, the code script does X, Y, Z, right? So the code script you could create here is look at the RSS feed on any new article and then use AI to do something with it, right? That's another example of why you use a code script, is that every single time or every single day at a specific time, do something. So the reason we create code scripts is because of the fact that over time, whatever you're developing, whatever you're building via agent architecture or just creating software, you will realize you are going to be redoing a lot of tasks, and therefore doing it, I guess, the old way or manual way can be very annoying. So the little diagram example here is like, for some reason, you keep renaming files. You could easily create a script for that and then just run a simple command to run it. Now, a lot of this stuff is confusing on the surface because you're like, I don't like terminal. I don't want to touch terminal. That's fine, because a lot of this, you just speak to the agent via a prompt system or literally just chat to it, and then it will handle this terminal stuff for you. But let's like look at a real example. So if I come over here, I kind of drew this out over here. There is this very specific pipeline that I do right now. This video you're watching gets edited, and then when the video is sent to me and it's like the done video that I upload to YouTube, I take this video file and I put it into a script, which will then extract it via FFmpeg, all the images, nice, and make a thumbnail out of that. But on top of that, I extract the transcript out of that, and then the transcript is analyzed by AI to give the title and the description, and then that is delivered to me via like an end deliverable in Telegram. That sounds confusing, but what I want you to understand is that scripts, they're like one shots, but in theory, a script can be promoted to a pipeline. And all a pipeline is essentially iterations off the original script. So let's say script A here, its entire purpose was to take that video file and extract frames from it, just images, right? So you got the video file, I got video. And if you didn't know, that's why FPS is like 30 frames per second. That literally means like a video is just images that are just congested. Point being is FFmpeg has the ability to extract images. We know this. I told you this. We get the images. And maybe V1 of script A is that the way it approaches getting images for every single frame in the video is it does it for the entire duration of the video. So let's say the video is 10 minutes long, okay? Video is 10 minutes long. And right now I notice that when I run this script to just get frames out of this video, it takes an extremely long time because it's literally getting every single image found in that video for the entire 10 minutes. Sounds ineffective. And yes, it is ineffective. Therefore, script A, V1, like version 1, you probably have a version 2 where it's like, wait, well, technically, I don't need all the images in the video. In theory, I only need like maybe the first 20 seconds. That's enough context to make a thumbnail via the rest of the pipeline. You see how this is iteration? You see how this is like, I can improve a script over time. And what I like to do is take a code script and then at some point, and this is just terminology I use, is just kind of upgrade it to what I like to call a pipeline, a reusable pipeline that is deterministic, that an agent can overview, look, and get value out of, and then give me value out of, right? But here's what's important for you to understand when creating scripts, especially in this context. First thing is that scripts can kind of create sandwiches. So script A, script B, script C can give an end deliverable of all of them working in tandem. E.g., the entire purpose of script A is to purely get images out of the video file, FFmpeg. The entire purpose of script B is to purely get the transcript out of the video file. You see how this all can work together, where whatever A, B, C does, it can then give you an end deliverable, which for my context would be a thumbnail automatically created, a title automatically created, a description automatically created, like situation. So my high value suggestion here is that when you create very complex pipelines or scripts, stack them like hamburgers, because then you can optimize each one easily and you can granularize it so that if an error occurs, you can see it happen in C rather than A, rather than this being one big like nasty potato. I don't like it, okay? Let's see how else scripts are used. So in theory, the reason we create a script, and a lot of these are passed to agents now. In the past, it was always the human typing in CLI and just having fun. No. Now the agents do it. We create scripts because it saves time. I personally create scripts because it creates a version tracking system where you can have like, you know, what I described earlier, like an earlier version of the script, and then it gets better over time. In addition, you can see that repeatability determination is fundamentally extremely important. Plus you can share scripts. So you can share a script with a friend. Scripts not only are used in the context I just outlined. If you're familiar with development and you've ever gotten a localhost 3000 and then like you can see your agent is like working in terminal, it usually does a command that's like npm run dev or whatever tech stack you're using. It's like some terminal command that compiles all the code and then shows you the code in like localhost. Point being is that scripts get used in this context as well. So as you create more complex software and you start doing more things in this context, these deploy commands can get very lengthy and very confusing. So TLDR, when speaking to your agent and it's like, hey, put this in terminal, and it shows you like 6 lines to put in terminal, don't put those 6 lines in terminal. Literally say, hey, make a simple 1-line script for me to do all these actions in 1 line, right? And then it's going to print out something like, oh, cool, we just did npm run imago or like npm run xyz, and that will then translate your original 6 lines it told you to put in into 1 line that is very easy for you to put in. If that didn't make that much sense, basically just use scripts when you want to compress a bunch of information into very simple, reusable things. Without further ado, make sure you leave a like. And as you already know these style videos, I'll see you in the next. Did Cormier quite literally just explain what scripts are and how scripts are fundamentally important in not only software development, but also agent development type of video? He did.